This is Kevin Benedict, SAP Mentor, reporting live from ClickConnect North America 2010. And I'm here with another mobility expert. Why don't you introduce yourself, your role and responsibility, and share with us some of the interesting developments that you guys have built on site with customers.
So my name is Dmitri Krasik. I'm a solution specialist at ClickSoftware. And what I was just sharing with Kevin was the story of how we built our mobile architecture, our platform basically, for making something really extensible and at the same time configurable. Right? So basically we worked hand in hand with a big utility that had a very complex set of assets. And what we designed with them was a structure by which they can add any kind of business object to our data structures. So for example, they say we have something called a meter, and any work might have a number of meters. And we want each of those objects defined the way we work with it and a form that we can drag and drop those properties onto. So
when you talk about form, that's the GUI on the smartphone or the ruggedized handheld?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the guy in the field should have something really straightforward. He opens up a form and he can drill down into the details in each of those components, pieces of task that he's doing, subtasks, equipment, pieces of the equipment should have their own UI that's easy and configurable for the administrators to set up so that it really fits how people use it in the field.
Very good. And how do you integrate that back into SAP?
So all of these business objects are just like our standard business object. Our tasks, our engineers, our timesheets. Right? So they have an event-based platform in our integration layer that we can set up when this kind of change happens. These are the properties in XML that we can send through PI, etc.
Very good. So there's a lot more than just having a simple mobile application to mobility. You're talking about complex database schemas and everything.
Yep.
Now, how did you guys get involved in that part of building kind of asset-based applications?
So, I mean, from the beginning of the way we looked at data structures, we built a abstraction away from everything that's happening in the database because we're database agnostic, the SQL, Oracle, and what we created is a UI administration tool that lets you build out exactly what the structure of your data is. And it's shown itself to be flexible enough to handle from simple insurance people who are going out and inspecting cars to company that we work with that goes out to oil rigs for 3 weeks and has to handle very complex asset information offline.
Now, how do you tie the assets into your workforce optimization and scheduling environments? Is there an interconnection there?
Well, the scheduling engine is really responsible for looking at the information that's relevant to making good decisions in terms of who's going to do what and when, prioritizing, looking at due dates, looking at the contract with the customer, and figuring out what that's going to look like from a route perspective. The other information as far as asset management and field data capture is really something that is between the field technician and feeding that information back and sending it to the host system like SAP.
Great. Well, I want to thank you very much, Dmitri, for sharing with us today.
It was a pleasure. My first blog video.
Yeah, and good luck on your user conference here.
Thank you, Kevin.